When I worked in the fields with the family, we would arrive when it was still dark. The stars would be so clear and so numerous. Then the sun would come out, reality would hit, and we would start working in the fields. My schoolmates always loved summer vacation. Our family kind of dreaded it because we knew that meant that we were going to be working 7 days a week. At the end of a long day's work, my dad, right before he put the key in the ignition, he would turn around and he would tell us, "How do you kids feel?" And of course, we were tired, muddy, sweaty, and he would say, "Good. This is your future if you don't study in school." I think it was the fact that it took me a while to learn English, that my refuge was in the math and science arena. 2 más 3, 2 plus 3, was 5 in any language. I said, hey, I can do this. If anything, at least today I'll do my matemáticas. And so I naturally got strong in that arena. I was 7 years old when man set foot on the moon for the first time. We had an old black and white TV. And of course, me being the youngest one in the family, I was the official antenna adjuster. I would try to bend any which way I could to be able to see the images. I was able to look at the astronauts actually land and walk on the moon. I said, that's what I want to be. NASA hires astronauts every 2 or 4 years, a class of maybe 12 to 15 astronauts. You fill out an application and it's a government application, so it's this long. Of course, the first 6 years, I would just get a form letter that says, thank you, don't call us, we'll call you. It wasn't until year 6 that I actually made it to be interviewed in the final 100. Year 8, when I got interviewed the second time. Year 12, I get invited for the 3rd time. And as they said, 3rd time's the charm. I look back and all my success, I point towards my parents. And now here I am, not low income, now I'm upper middle income. And I tell my wife, I said, my God, how are we gonna put that drive in our kids, the same drive that you and I have? My wife followed me for 12 years before I got selected as an astronaut. Her dream was to open up a Mexican restaurant. It's been a great experience for my kids. It's teaching them the work ethic. It's bringing in a family business and, taking a page from my parents, we're thrusting responsibilities on them. My oldest is a 15-year-old. I say, okay, son, you're the boss today. You tell me what to do. And he says, okay, I'm gonna run the register and deal with the customers. So I want you to wash dishes because our dishwasher didn't show up today. And there I am washing dishes for my son. I look at my hands, I said, look, they're no different than when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. And they can still pick up a cucumber and they can still pick up the trash and they can still wash a dish. They haven't changed because I went up in space.